Starting over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going. So we didn't
Okay.
get anything.
No, no worries. We're good.
Yeah. There it is. Let's get it.
All right, one more thing. Hold on.
All right, we'll figure it out one day. We're
Yeah,
good.
we get it right. That's all right. We don't have a million subscribers soon.
A billion, baby. A
We're
billion. We about to
a
break the
billion.
internet, son.
A billion.
All right. What y'all want to rap about first, man?
Throw it up there.
Hey man, we talk about that damn that medicine that those folks are taking for COVID.
Oh shit, I ain't got that one yet.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Let me do this.
Hey,
We'll throw
man.
this Anderson pack up.
Okay. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. I get the art, him being an artist and all that. I get that, but do you?
Yeah, you know what? That's what they said in the article. But you know what, man? Prince left a lot of shit. Oh, what? Never mind, because Prince didn't even have a fucking wheel.
Dude, and again, that's different. That's
Yeah,
Prince.
yeah.
This is, I won't, disrespect the brother, but come on, man. I mean, your last wishes with your music, I get that, man. You could have, first of all, ouch, and second, damn.
Listen. Go ahead, Cuddy. I'm back.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, man, how can you blame him? I mean, like after we listened to Tupac's 25th album, like if you're a cat that makes money, you know what I mean? They will throw everything out to the people. And a lot of that shit, I mean, just we all didn't spend some time recording, and you're like, yeah, some of this shit shouldn't be out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
right.
This isn't made for everybody. This was scratch paper. In music, it's musical scratch paper. So please don't put that out. I get it, man. I completely get him. And some shit you got a tattoo on your body.
Just to let them know to the end. I don't want no confusion.
And that's where I was going with that shit, man. Listen, man, Big Hair, Ready to Die, and Life After Death. Those were the albums that he did when he was alive. Puff released a bunch of shit. It called it a third album. He actually called that shit a third album. And it was like, what the fuck is this, man? Big wouldn't have wanted this. Not only that, he squeezed whatever else he could get to the point where he did the motherfucking duets. All it was remixed music with all kind of motherfucking artists that Big probably wouldn't even fuck with. The other thing I was going to say, I brought up Prince because look, Prince couldn't stand motherfucking Justin Timberlake. And Justin Timberlake was singing his fucking music. So I get it. This motherfucker said, look, man, it's on my flesh. Don't motherfucking let no suckers use my music. Don't put out no shit. Burn all that shit, my G. I feel you. Because they'll do it. They'll squeeze every piece of music. They did it with Aaliyah. They did it with all of them, man.
There's only so much control you can you actually think you have.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like you could put that on your body now, but what you gonna do when you're gone, man?
Right.
He said there's other ways he could have did that. Like, when you own your shit, make sure the person that you want to have your shit, is under contract and and it's gonna do right by your music.
Absolutely, man.
But Prince left so much stuff, man. It's not even. And it was, like you said, it was scrap paper to him.
Yeah,
we're talking about years of albums.
Because he just dropped a new one.
See, that's crazy.
Yeah, he just dropped a new one. Michael Jackson had one just come out a couple years ago.
Yeah, you got stuff that guys that got stuff that's in the vault that's going to stay there for years.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
I didn't
how many sessions that Paak had and people are sitting on them. You know what I mean? They're sitting on like, oh, I got this is unedited, it's raw, but it's Paak. He just went in, felt, one night he wanted to just give it his all, and so be it.
Yeah,
so much stuff.
Yeah, and see, the thing about Mike, there's an interview with Mike saying he wrote so much fucking music. Mm-hmm. He said that when he was under his contract with Sony, that all he had to do was make so many albums a year. But he was like, man, I write so much motherfucking music that I got enough albums to come out once a week for the next 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, but that's with timing. You can't you can't flood the market, unless you Master P. That he had that summer where every month somebody from his camp was dropping. Hell, I'm sorry, every week somebody was dropping. Yeah. And then he was promoting them on the other person's album. Like coming next week.
Yeah. He was brilliant how he did that shit.
But just if Mike put out an album every 2 months, you know what I mean?
Mike was putting out an album every couple years, and I didn't give a fuck.
See,
you ain't fuck with me,
man. I was done with him after Thriller, man. I was done.
You ain't fuck with him after Thriller.
I was rocking with him with the whole Teddy Riley, but Tank, for some reason, he wants to put his fingers in his ears when it comes to the New Jack era. He cannot stand New Jack.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's a little secret that people don't know about this young man. That he do not fuck with the New Jack swing.
Are you serious?
I couldn't do it, man.
Cuddy,
I still can't get into it.
That era, that genre was so goddamn fly.
Thank you.
That shit.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something.
It ushered in Dope Boy Fresh.
There you go. I was looking that shit up, like all of the music. Cause I got what was that? I just recently bought the New Jack City soundtrack a couple weeks ago, and I just started doing the whole history on that shit. Teddy Riley and them ushered that shit in, and then other motherfuckers. That shit was fly back. I used to want to be Nino Brown. I'm too light, and I used to be wanting to be Nino. You know what I mean? I thought I said to this day I was gonna get that fucked up haircut he had, that box mohawk.
Man, that shit was dope. I wanted it so bad, but like. Everybody be like, hey, man, why you doing that, man? You ain't Nino.
Right.
But you know what, man? You always been real particular about music, though.
Yeah. Like I said, he didn't ride everybody's wave, man.
Nah,
he didn't ride everybody's wave, and I was like, okay, I respect that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's not your jam, but me and Teddy, man.
Yeah, Teddy was raw, brother.
My God,
Teddy was
like
raw.
I said, he created his own genre.
Yeah.
New Jack Swing is him, and that's what I respect the most about it. It was like, that's his baby. Yeah. He made a sound and a swag that just meshed together so well, and everybody, they took their piece out of it.
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah,
that's dope. But I hated the music. I mean, like, I appreciate it. Like, the dude is way talented. I cannot take away his talent, what he's done for music, but I just couldn't get it, man. I mean, at the same time, I was listening to Ice Cube. Like, I can't go from, America's Most Wanted to that. Like, I just, I can't. I couldn't at the time, and I can't.
Yeah,
but that, because you could have, in your CD case or your tape case, New Jack Swing, NWA, WC and the Mad Circle, you know what I mean? Outkast. We went everywhere with it,
right?
You know what I mean? And it all had its own mark. You know what I mean?
We and it didn't all sound the same.
Yeah, the Ghetto Boys, all that stuff was just completely different, but dope.
Yeah, right.
You had on the West Coast, you had the Far Side and NWA.
Yeah,
completely different, same coast, and then you had that brother from the Bay,
was that Mac Dre?
Mac Dre and 40 Water.
Yeah, 40 Water.
Come on, man. It was just, we had it all. And that's why, the folks of our age are just kind of like scratching our heads like, how is this the standard?
Let me say this.
You guys are not separating yourselves from anything. You all are the same.
Let me say this, man. Do you remember, like, you first of all, you can't, like, ain't no motherfucker going to get CDs and tapes no more. There ain't even no music stores. There's a FYE up here, I think.
Okay.
But and then there was I don't need to say that. Look, this is the thing, man. Do you remember when the new shit would drop, how many fucking albums you had to choose from?
Yeah. Oh, it was hard. It was hard.
Oh,
you only had $10.
Man, shit.
Definitely. That's when you got
a double album.
You linked up with your boys and be like, don't buy that one because I'm buying it. I got a blank. I got a blank at home.
Right.
You dub this one, I dub that one, but you buy that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it went.
There you go. Now it ain't shit to come out.
No, you buy a song.
There you go. Cause you better off buying a song. Because an album of 10 songs might only have one and maybe one or two good jams on it.
And that's the downside, because when we had to go buy a CD, tape, or a vinyl, that's what you got. You had to listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's just I'll just buy, track number 1. That's it.
And now some of these
That's beautiful, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that change that's made in the music. I mean, like, going back to one of my favorite albums, the DOC, Nobody Can Do It Better. Like, I didn't want to listen to that rock track that he had. Like, I just couldn't get into it. I still don't listen to it. Best album ever made, hands down, in my opinion.
That song.
But there's some cuts on there I just didn't like. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I could go without paying for it. I mean, I'd have bought all the songs individually, but
right.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Man, look,
I like Ghetto Boy from the Chronic.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, we all had them albums. Like, what the fuck was this? That he should have tattooed on his arm. He ain't want this song on his album. But listen, I like the fact that you can do that. Like, but now some of these bastards and got so slick, they know what the hot shit is. So when you go to buy that shit, it'll say album only. You like, oh, the one motherfucking song I wanted. I don't want to listen to this other shit. Yeah. That's how they get you though now.
It's a gift and a curse, man. Gift and a curse.
Hell yeah.
But
hell yeah.
Like I said, there's no solid albums out there. Like I said, my ears are different from these young ears or whatever. When I'm listening, to certain things, whatever, I'm listening for certain things. And these kids, there's a difference, and I get it because they look at what we listen to and like, man, that is depressing. That shit is old. You know what I mean? But I get it. We the old heads now. Our music is the classics.
The only new motherfucker I fuck with, and I'm probably gonna get canceled, is the baby. I fuck with his music. I like that. Him and Lil Baby music. Him and Lil Baby and the baby. Yeah, I fuck with them.
Again, separate yourself, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's all. Just separate yourself.
Right. You ain't gotta like the motherfuckers' politics, but shit.
Yeah, just separate yourself.
Absolutely.
Man. Maybe we looking at the wrong people for their input.
Listen, man.
Like Chappelle said, don't.
Who the fuck get who? That's what I was about to say.
Rule.
Somebody, please go find Ja Rule. Who the fuck Ja Rule got to say at a time like this? That's real shit, man.
Yeah.
We need to just value these people for who they are. If they're great musicians and shitty people,
right.
Yeah,
it happens,
And the fucked up thing is you got a bunch of shitty motherfuckers trying to cancel another shitty person just because they not talented and shitty. They just shitty. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't about, let's do right by everybody. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hey, man,
with Kanye and Drake.
You know what? That was an open wound that was never going to heal. Because that's how Pusha T got the information that Drizzy had a baby by the the woman. I'll just say that. I ain't gonna go in on her. Right. But Kanye, it came to light that that's how Pusha T found out about the shit and was able to murder this motherfucker to the point where he didn't even make a rebuttal like he did with Meek. And so, you know, once somebody do some shit like that, it ain't no business that can happen between them.
Got it. We could switch gears now. I'm off those guys. I don't need to get them two dudes too much oxygen, man. I'm good on them.
Let's get it.
What we got, Sir Tank?
I mean, you guys asked for it, man. Yes, I have to whip this up real quick,
dude. To this, you know, even though today is the day the FDA approved the Pfizer shot, but yet people in their infinite wisdom will go to the feed shop and get their damn medication. It's good enough for Betsy. It's good enough for me.
Listen, what do you think sticks out about this article right here? Mississippi.
Down here in Mississippi.
We don't care about New York City's vaccine.
New York City 1, New York City 2.
New York City 2. We're going to take this here horse medicine.
Man.
Okay, look, I know this is hilarious. It is very funny.
But it's official. It's official.
But there are so many treatments out there that are
say.
Now, okay, let me preface this by saying I am not a medical professional anymore.
Let's go, motherfucker.
Let's go. Dig in, son.
Dig in, son.
No. Okay, so check it out. There are a lot of studies going on with these like very generic drugs. Drugs have been around for a while that treat a lot of different things. Like hydrochloroquine was one of them. And there's some studies showing how they can be effective in certain circumstances. And a lot of people read these studies because the news is just all about clicks.
Yep.
The news will take a study and say, hey, hydrochloroquine kills COVID. And then every hillbilly out there will like not go see a doctor and talk to a doctor about this and go, you know, get it where you can get pretty much shit over the counter from a vet. And they fuck themselves up, you know, because some of these doses are way higher for animals than they are for people, especially if you're getting for a goddamn horse. But the other thing is the quality control isn't there. A lot of they will allow a lot of pathogens or bad shit that doesn't go into humans. They'll allow that shit to be injected in animals. So not pathogens, but just that the drug doesn't have to be as clean for people as it needs to be for animals. Did I flip that around? The drug needs to be cleaner for people than it has to be for animals. Yeah. And then like you can get sick off all this shit. Like go see a doctor, run it past your doctor. There's a reason why that motherfucker went to school for 8 or more years. And you are about to take horse medicine. There's a huge difference between you two. Okay.
Horses and cow medicine for their worms.
Yeah.
Worms.
But dig it though. I mean, there are a lot of countries out there saying there are a lot of drugs that they have that are used to treat X, Y, and Z that work on COVID. However, because of the FDA and you know all the bullshit that's involved with the them,
red tape,
the red tape. But obviously, you know, they're just taking payoffs. None of this shit comes to light the way it should, you know, because we're getting pressured in. I mean, we're getting pressured into taking vaccines where they're giving millions of dollars away, like in lotteries, and you know they're paying celebrities to tell you it's a good idea to get vaccinated. Like if it was such a great fucking idea, then like it would just be a thing that you showed up to your doctor and he'd be like, hey, we got the COVID vaccine. Would you like it? You know, the same way they do every other fucking disease. That like it's a choice to take the polio vaccine. It's a choice to take the smallpox vaccine. It's a choice to take, you know, the plague or, you know, tuberculosis. That is a fucking choice. here they're trying to make it seem like it's not a choice. And then, with all the misinformation we get from the news and, the CDC and the FDA themselves, like, how could you blame people for doing some dumb shit like this? We're surrounded by ignorance, even from the highest levels in government.
Right. But still,
how can you blame people not to act?
I'm not going to say good for the goose, good for me. Get the hell on. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Look,
I'm not doing it, man, because this stuff is already, there is a vaccine. It'd be different if there was no vaccine. We was just walking around in utter darkness. There's a legit option out right now. I don't give a damn if you're scared of that. I don't want terms in me from a damn horse. You know what I'm saying? The logic of what I should take, you know what I mean? In the case of a crisis, I'm going to go get poked. I'm not taking that shit that's going to, keep Mr. Ed around. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Look, exactly. Man, I get everything you said was correct. And I get the fear that people have. And I get not wanting to take some shit that usually takes 8 years to concoct. They did that shit in 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is, motherfucker, you gonna take some shit that wasn't meant for humans, period. It wasn't meant for humans, man. Right. You know what I mean? And but you know what I mean? But word up. But see, this is the problem that we having again with the media. And it should just be solid news stations. The problem is we got too many talking heads. No, motherfuckers.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, fam. We just got folks who just ain't using the goddamn common sense.
No, that part too.
You said, that part. You'll take what's good for your, the thing that's, that you riding and working the fields on. Like shit, look at this muscle tone. I need to start eating what he eating.
Right.
Yet, you'll go and get, a 20-piece McNugget. What part of the chicken is the McNugget?
Right.
And you deep fried that one, and you putting that in your body. But you won't go take the shot.
Right.
You will eat mystery meat, but won't take the mystery shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll go to the glory hole and fuck the glory hole. It could be a rapper on the other side. But
my God.
But you won't take the vaccine, motherfucker.
Yeah. Right.
That's old Painless's addition to what I just said. That's nasty.
He transitioned to the glory hole.
Oh God.
What in the fuck, bro?
I don't know how
you use the glory hole, but you won't take the vaccine that's meant for you. Hey, I get it. It's a medical glory hole, son.
That's what it is. That's what COVID-19 is. That's gonna be on our next T-shirt.
That's the COVID-19 vaccine is a medical glory hole. That should get us we should get at least 5 more subscribers for this shit.
There it is.
Shit.
That's what it is,
baby.
Man. That's what it is.
Word up, man.
Like I said, man, it was first thing this morning. I'm over here about to take my CMOS and I and see the damn news and was like, hold on. People, they're doing this. First it was the stuff for the fish tanks.
Man.
And now this, they didn't, graduated.
I forgot about the fish tank stuff.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
They were taking that stuff too. In the early days.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, man.
Wait a minute. Didn't they say somebody was taking horse tranks to try and go to sleep?
What?
Why the fuck do you need to put a horse to sleep? Going to bed. My horse has got insomnia.
Somebody was. I think somebody was using. I don't know, man. I think a motherfucker was trying to use horse tranks to get to sleep.
A whole bottle of fucking Benadryl to go to sleep.
Dude,
Man, look,
you're going to wait for the long sleep. You
it boiled down.
Horse tranks.
It boils down to what Ed said. Motherfuckers ain't using common sense. You couple that with the fact that you got a bunch of talking heads. They want to put bits and pieces of the facts out there, but then they want to flip it and put their perspective on it. And they already paid and they already got an agenda. So much shit nowadays, you always hear you hear the left or the right. Like every time I hear motherfuckers talk, it's always the left or on the left or the right. Like, come on, man. Like when the sects. Maybe sect.
I mean, we always have been. It's just now that social media, you could go to your corner.
There you go.
You could go to your tribe. There you go. Right click, left click.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right on.
Just like that. That's all. You go to whatever and listen to whatever you want to, and just to, they get you pumped up. But you're right.
And it's
we're more divided now. We got all this access, but we're more divided.
Yeah, and nobody's open-minded, but I mean, shit, I guess in Mississippi, they open-minded to stay Mississippi.
They real open-minded, or they just really, really fucking lazy.
How
lazy can you be? Like, well, shit, I got to go to the barn anyway.
The government's trying to give me something that I don't know what it is or what it's going to do. Well, motherfucker, you don't know what horseworm medicine going to do to you neither.
These are the same folks who cannot stand Obamacare, but love the Affordable Care Act.
Exactly. That was hilarious.
Well, they turned it into Trump care. That's what you don't understand. It turned into Trump care once Obama's black ass got out of there. Fucking stupid do you think I am?
See?
Same.
Yeah, but they don't want that. Get your government hands off my Social Security?
Yeah, that's sign.
Thank you. This is who we're dealing with. So I get why they turn into their medicine from the feed store.
Let me ask you, brothers. Let me ask you, brothers, a question. I'm no fan of Obama, but do you think that him being a president, like, because we all say that, they all came out with Trump. I think just the fact that a black motherfucker was in the Oval Office drove fuckers crazy. Yes. I think that we know it was bigots, but I think that they was like, God damn it, they took over basketball, football, tennis, and the motherfucking White House.
And golf.
Let me tell you how fucked up that was.
Crazy.
Before COVID-19, the last big run for guns came under Obama.
Mm-hmm. Remember that? He's coming for your guns.
Yeah.
He's coming for your guns.
Yeah. He owes him a check.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But you got to look at the backlash. What happened as soon as he got out or whatever, it was we're gonna run it, to Orange Julius.
That was a hell of a backlash.
And he started on a lie, saying, on that whole birther shit. So, like I said, man, we always go off, we spin off, talking about that dude, man.
That's my fault.
I don't want to give him too much oxygen, man. What we got on the agenda, fellas?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Sir Tank.
Oh, let's see. Yes, sir. So, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Sha'Carri Richardson. Okay, yes. Sha'Carri. So obviously, Sha'Carri has proven that marijuana is a substance.
It's not a performance enhancer by any means.
Performance enhancing substance.
Hey, the Jamaicans is going in right now. All over YouTube. I ain't never seen this many Jamaicans on YouTube in my life. I hear that girl, them girl. But listen, let me say this though. I ain't mad at him. Because of this. I stand by what I said. I was mesmerized by her running.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Again, I say this. People trying to conflate the issues. This whole shit was never about whether or not weed smoking should be legal. That's a different conversation. She broke a motherfucking rule. Then the girl went on to antagonize motherfuckers. The same 3 motherfuckers that, well, it was like 8 motherfuckers that just whooped her ass. But the same 3 women that won gold, silver, and bronze in the Olympics, they won in that exact same order in the Prefontaine. But when they won in the Olympics, she was posting shit. Oh, you miss me?
Okay.
Yeah, miss. Okay. She said, "Miss me yet?" on Twitter. Miss me yet? She when she got that fucked up lace front that she got right now, she did this little video with Nicki Minaj's music, and she said something, and the lyrics said, "All right, I'm ready, bitches." And it's like, these women, they ain't on that time. Like, one wear a yellow wig, but that's for something else. But these women are reserved. They quiet, this, that, and the other. Now, you can talk all that shit, and we let you make all the motherfucking excuses. And at the end of the day, you went on out on that track and had the motherfucking twisties. You had the same goddamn shit that Simone Biles had. You went out that motherfucker and came in 9th. 9th. Dead motherfucking last. And here's the thing. You didn't lose with grace. You went on there and said anybody can say what they want, and if they want to talk shit. And she had to turn around and apologize in the next interview the same day. It was just a bad look. I'm the 6th fastest woman in this game and all that shit. Like, listen, it's not about people like, oh, they attacking a black woman and they trying to humble her. Like, nobody is talking about the young ladies who won it. They saying, well, nobody even know who Elaine Thompson, Shelly Ann Fraser, and the other young lady is. And that's bullshit. They girls.
Do now.
They do now.
They do now.
And they the girls. Look, the one who ran a 10.61, she broke one of FloJo's. She broke one of FloJo's records. Okay. The world, she's only 0.05 seconds away from breaking FloJo's record. And it's like, it I hate to sound like I'm being critical, but we saw this. We saw 2 performances where 2 sisters got up there, they choked. Then they backed out, because she backed out of the 200. She was supposed to run the 200 the same day. And then they made excuses. And it's like, oh, ain't nobody supposed to say nothing to them. Well, why not? We say shit to the men. And again, she was fucking with them. Them girls didn't say nothing. If you was mad about what everybody else was saying on Twitter, that's one thing. And now you got egg in your face. All talk, no action. And the brother said that this other brother by the name of O'Shea Duke Jackson, he made a good point. He said this is indicative of a lot of our people nowadays. All talk while everybody else is showing improvement, man.
Hey, man.
So
that's it. The proof is in the pudding, man. You got to put up a shut up. And that's it.
It is.
Hey, man. I don't know, man. I would say that she was breaking those rules by using marijuana. Rules are rules, but obviously that's how she processed a lot of her stress. You take that out of your life to keep running, and maybe that stress caught up with her.
Maybe that could be a factor, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
But when you get on social media or whatever you do and talk all that shit, man, I mean, these folks are building a brand. They're trying to sell something, man. They get a little spark. No press is bad press, right?
That's what they say until you lose.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing. She had a Nike. She had a commercial with Nike. Nice commercial. If you need me, I'll be at the finish line and all this shit. She was supposed to be endorsed by them. You talked all that shit. It's kind of like in Rocky 5 when he told Tommy Gunn, the black dude, you're losing, you're finished. You're losing, you're finished. And he was like, I'm tired of being in your shadow, Rock. This time I'm gonna put you through the street. You're losing, you're finished. That's it. And that's what it would. That's what it is with her. Yeah. I hope she ain't finished though, realistically, because look, man, She's still a grown woman, but she a young girl, man. And I don't wish ill will on nobody. She's talented. For me, for her to lose that goddamn bad, either she, because some people broke it down, they said that she really hasn't competed on the level of those other girls. But I'll say this: I hope she put the work in. She got time to do it. Hey, man, right. But it's just for this situation, keep your motherfucking mouth shut and get to work.
Yeah, humble yourself. That's all. Just humble yourself and get back to it.
There you go.
That's all. The tools are there. Just got to use them.
There you go. Take that bullshit off your head. Take that day.
What if it was just?
Go ahead.
What if it was just her time to lose? I mean, nobody can stay on top forever.
Right.
What if it was just her time to lose?
But she didn't get it to the top.
I mean, there's losing tank. Losing is like coming in second, third.
Right. Fourth, even fifth. But
she got dusted.
I mean, losing was also watching Buster Douglas knock Mike Tyson out. You know what I mean?
That was just, come on now. Mike, like I said, he kept the plane running.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Mike kept the plane running and told, the girls, I'll be right back. You know what I mean? He actually told them to hold his plate. You know what I mean? Don't take that away. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go make these millions and I'll be right back to my plate.
Right.
That's how that, it just wasn't prepared. That's all. Had an off night. Off night. Because you saw what happened to Buster on his next fight.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He just had a lucky night. That's all. He got a lucky night on Mr. Tyson. But girl, ninth tank. You mean tell me all those girls in between was faster than her? I'm going back to your original statement, man. It's her putting down that plant. She lost that race in her head.
Look, let me tell you something. First of all, here's who she was fucking with. The gold medalist who knocked so much, she went from a 10.61 to a 10.54. She was fucking with her. But Shelly Ann Frazier is the world's fastest out the motherfucking blocks. That's why if you watch those races, it looked the same in the Olympics. She come out those blocks so hard, she looked like she in front of everybody. But that goddamn Elaine Thompson here kept accelerating. And I think she was out there like, well, wait a minute, I ain't catching these. She's still going fast. And I think in her mind, she kind of gave up.
Mm-hmm. She stopped going through them gears.
Right.
She stopped going through them gears. She got the first, she got the second, and was like, I'm going to ease up on that clutch.
Right.
And I'm going to cruise in second.
Like, I can't catch these motherfuckers.
That's it. Exactly.
Like, god damn. Wait a minute. The 8th place motherfucker whooping me? Like,
yeah. Like I said, man, she lost in her head, man. It wasn't like she came in, 20, 15 pounds overweight. You know what I mean? She had this big old, she done went to the old country buffet, before the meet, whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, she just lost in her head. That's all.
She went to go to the fornicated before the track.
You think she fornicated?
No, I'm just saying.
It threw a stride off.
It's bad for boxers.
I don't think she's down with the other team. No, I don't think that would have did nothing.
Hip out. Was that?
Yeah.
I don't think. Nah, she ain't down with the squad, baby. She with the other team. I don't think that would have worked.
Either way, man. Either way, make your head pop off. Is all I'm saying. Either way.
Yeah.
All right, man. Where we at?
I wish the sister well, man. I hope she come back. Just shut the fuck up. That's shut the fuck up, man.
And get back to work.
Get to work, man. Hey, somebody told me that. So shit. That's why I'm running. I'm running slow as a motherfucker. I'm a fat David Goggins. Right, that's me. I can't even give a motivational speech while I'm running. I'm trying to breathe. Shit, but I'm doing it. So sometimes, man, people get tired of hearing you talk, man.
Yeah. We put microphones in front of the wrong people.
And this is this is the other thing. The last thing I'll say about this is, I think it's just people let down, man, because people was really rooting for her. As far as the Olympics, people was like, that's our girl going. you know, what hey sis going, you know, and you just you had motherfuckers ready to boycott the Olympics over you. And then when you got your chance,
yeah, man. Sometimes you could be your own worst enemy,
yes,
like
sir.
most.
Yes, sir.
Most, man, you get that spotlight and you don't know how to act. You know what I mean? You start feeling yourself too much to the point where, you know what I mean, you done forgot what it's all about.
Yeah.
Like, you got to show up. You know what I mean? You can't just talk that shit. You got to show up.
There you go. There you go. So what we on next, gentlemen? What's happening?
What you got, Tech, man?
What you got, man? Surprise us.
Like, this is what I got for y'all.
Right.
What's this dude doing, man?
No. Put these headphones on in the middle of the show.
Fuck yo, man. I had some technical difficulties.
So professional.
Right.
I told you about going wireless.
That's all right, though. That's all right. We might get
talking all
it
kind
don't
of
matter, man.
Only my blood to talk about me like
shit.
that. I ain't hear a word. I'm gonna go back and listen to this motherfucker, man. And I'm gonna get back at y'all.
Wait, we wouldn't do that to you. Man.
Oh,
yeah. How about that?
That's who want to start this one off?
Hey, let me do a disclaimer, man.
Okay.
Everything we are saying or any opinion that we give is based on him allegedly doing something.
Okay.
Okay, we know what he's arrested for. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say also, I had no clue who this dude was until I read the article. So everything I got to say about the brother, is based on, the last 10 minutes.
All right. So
go ahead. Lead us in.
All right.
Man.
So dig it, right? He wanted the brothers. He started out on 125th Street up in Harlem, doing the debates. Brother name of Son Netter brought him to attention, and very well spoken brother, very knowledgeable on a bunch of shit that most of us don't give a fuck about, the meta nature and the chakras and all this shit.
Yeah.
The only person I give a fuck talk about the chakras is Osiris. Soren Osiris. But the gentleman, he was well spoken. He would go back and forth with the what's the other name? The guys, the Black Hebrews.
Oh, the
he
Black
go back
Israelites.
and forth. The Black Israelites. He would go back and forth with them, and at a certain point, he ended up going to LA, and you just saw this big change in him. Well, he has a bunch of wives, and let me just say this: apparently, he is one of Dr. York's people, Dr. Malachi Z. York, who is serving like 130 something year sentence for pedophilia. And they said that he copped to it. So this ain't shit we got to say allegedly too. He copped to the shit. This gentleman, when I saw, he had like 4 wives.
Right. I saw him. He's taking them out, and they were looking for another one.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the dude.
I remember that.
That's the dude.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Okay.
That's the dude.
Now, allegedly, he's a lot of his money ill-gotten gains. There's a young lady by the name of Ikea Shabazz. She's an attorney. I guess she knew him, but she was getting letters because he was scamming people. Supposedly, he wrote over 90 books. He was into the sovereign citizenship bullshit, and people would send him money, and allegedly, he wouldn't give them the product. One gentleman in particular sent him $70,000. Okay, that's the backstory. He come through the same camp as Dr. Umar. Allegedly, one of the young ladies he was dealing with romantically allegedly. You fucking me up, man. Allegedly, one of the young ladies he was dealing with, the story goes, he decided to take her, and this is why I want to jump on this. He decided to take her 14-year-old daughter to an after party. This man says he's 37 years old, 37, 38. And he told the woman who he was romantically involved with that he wanted to take her 14-year-old daughter to an after party.
In the words of Charlie Murphy, wrong.
Exactly.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. So
now
on both.
No. Absolutely. Okay. Now, allegedly what happened is, and this is the story, is that they got there to the party, saw that it was closed. It was over. It was no party. He took her to a club. I mean, he took her to a hotel, started groping her, rubbing on her breast and all that, was trying to force her to give him oral sex. And I guess she passed out and woke up saying that, he was trying to get her to throw up. The mother said that he was saying, please don't call the cops because it's going to ruin my career. The thing about it is, and I'm still going with it, with allegedly, is because apparently they got semen, 6 different semens coming on that was on her, I think her jacket, her chest, and her face. I don't know. One of the other reasons I'm saying allegedly is because it has not, I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, if it's his.
Uh-oh.
A young lady who don't nobody really want to fuck with, but she's upset. She broke the story. Tasha K is upset, and I feel she's got a point here, is because, I get it, guilty. I mean, innocent until proven guilty, but they coming at her like, oh, you bringing out a black man, you bringing out a black man. Well, look, this motherfucker, they saying that they got the semen from him allegedly sexually assaulting a 14-fucking-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm. It's bad all the way around, man. I don't give a damn. It's bad all the way around. Just him being in that position, dude. You don't hang out with your side chick daughter.
Right.
And what was the mama thinking? I'm taking her to the meet people. Teen.
No. Let me say this. Go ahead. Cut him.
Please.
There's and I'm gonna bring this back around like this. There's another radio personality he was accused. He mentioned it in his book. He said he was accused, but the young lady, she was doing some interviews. She said that the cat befriended her. He was 20 something at the time, and I think she was either 14 or 15. Now, the problem I had when I listened to the whole thing is her mother they did an interview with her mother, and the mother said, well, she said that this was her friend and he was really nice, and I didn't think to ask his age. That's where I wanted to go. What in the fuck is going on? Now, let me say this. If they saying that the semen is his and it comes back that he did this, because money is on the net talking big shit. The Rolls Royce diaries and all kind of shit. He talking some good shit. Mm. If it comes back that he did this, all right, even if it doesn't, what the fuck is going on where you would allow your 14-year-old daughter to go off with a man who got multiple wives?
Dude, first of all, what is this dude doing? Wanting? Don't he got wives and he got kids, and I'm sure he got one that's around her age, and he's over here, playing around with somebody's baby.
Wait a minute, man, look, let's just look at it from a fundamental standpoint. Like, all these niggas that talk about this shit are fucking weird. Okay,
they're
fucking weird. All right. Mm-hmm. All that shit always ends up in some weird ass sex cult or some sexual relationships that like are just fucking strange to everybody else in society and damn near illegal all over the fucking universe. Like, just to be in that lifestyle and deal with the shit. Like, I'm sure both parents were in on it, and that little girl was growing up in that house like that. And she evidently came to her fucking senses. Yeah. That's the only reason why, this shit comes out like this. She filed fucking charges. Good for her. If everything is going down like it said in the fucking news, because they always trying to pin some shit on black folks, but
Yeah. But see, this is the thing about this. Okay, this ain't a Cosby situation where this shit was like 20 or 30 years ago. This shit supposedly happened in February, and they saying that they got the semen samples. It ain't no old decrepit geriatric motherfuckers on getting SSI saying he did this shit to me in 57.
Right.
They got the brother's semen. Now, somebody put it together like, man, when you look at a lot of these cats that supposedly look, man. They people talking about how Umar is posting women. Some woman sent him some panties, and this motherfucker posted this shit. Like, I don't know what's going on, what's up with this shit with these cats, man. But I'm gonna say this: he's fucked up, and if it's true that he did this shit, then hey, he need to deal with whatever comes at him. My thing, because they say that he grooms them.
Most of them do. Yeah, you know, and it started. He finessed the mother.
Right. There
you know
go.
What I mean? And she, you know what I'm saying? And all she doing is raising, you know, a part two, you know, of her bullshit.
Right.
Because, you know what I mean? Yeah, you go with him because, you know, he took me out to eat, you know.
There you
maybe
go.
He can take you out to eat.
There you go. And
you know what I mean?
One of the girls, one of his wives, she was in an interview with Jesse Lee Peterson. People playing the audio. She said she met him. She started to say, I met him when I was 16, 17. Yeah, I was 16 when I met him. Then there was another young girl in a video he kept saying was his daughter. And the brother saw Netta was like, that ain't your fucking daughter. Like you ran away with that girl. And they pointed out that ain't his fucking daughter. She don't look nothing like him. So you start to see this pattern. You start to see all the janky shit he did. Like he was in Columbus. You know, they was doing something with the shipping containers, housing or some shit like that. Yeah. He was out there saying that he was, you know, hey, man, we're going to have jobs. You know, we're in partnership with these people. The people who own the site was like, man, we don't know who the fuck that dude is. We're in the business with him. So this motherfucker got a track record of some shady shit.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I say it like this, man. We got monsters in the world. We got real life fucking monsters in the world, but why aren't these? Because everybody, we could put it on the man. Why we got mothers saying, I didn't think to ask his age. He was a nice guy. Why we got mothers? Yeah, you could take her to an after party. You 30-something, she 14-year-old. Number one, she should be nobody's club. But why in the fuck is she being allowed to a grown person? And then it's a motherfucker that you romantically involved with, so you know how the motherfucker get down.
Right. That part.
It's so much shit that's not right about the shit. And the arrogant motherfucker, like, everybody was saying, oh, Cosby, he need to say something. Cosby was like, no, he ain't saying shit. Well, this motherfucker is sitting in the back of the Rolls Royce and the Maybach, like, yeah, the Rolls Royce Diaries. I'm like, okay. And you know, it's looking bad, man, because it is.
Like you said, you sent me that other joint on with Mr. White.
Yeah.
And yeah, that just, come on, man. It don't matter if it happened back in the day where, you know, these 8th graders going out with, you know, seniors and all that. That was fucked up then, fucked up now.
It's fucked up now. Because
what was them cats on?
Dude, that was sick.
Yeah,
that
it was just like
was sick.
It was go ahead.
It was one point to say, hey man, that shit went on back when we were kids.
Right.
But they were like, man, you know, good for them. They got on, you know, like that was like
that was bad. Man.
Yeah,
that was bad.
That was real. You know, I really ain't digging Charleston White these days. Like anything that comes out of his mouth just seems so fucked up.
Yeah,
I had to tune out of this dude, man. But to hear that, like, man, I don't even want to see.
You don't co-sign. You don't co-sign that shit. Talk about, you know, just because that's how it was back in the day. No.
That was wrong then, man. You know.
Let me say this, man. You know, I'm not taking up for this dude. I just think it was a fucked up attempt to say, hey, this happened. And I've heard dudes say, I got motherfucker. He like, man, shit, my grandfather was such and such years old when he married my grandmother. She was 13 at the time. That's a baby, mother. Somebody decided somebody had a clear mind to say, hey, this shit ain't right. We got grown ass men marrying children.
Mm-hmm.
It's against the law.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Certain states, because you get permission from a parent.
Man, look,
we're talking
let me tell you something.
In the lower South region.
My 13-year-old was like, yeah, can I go to a volleyball game? I'm like, who, where, what? You need, look, dudes, I said, beware because boys are slick. They not bad. They just slick because they at that age. Your body's important. It's precious. Take care of it. Okay? You're too young for that shit. Yeah, you can go to a volleyball game, but your phone better be charged and this, that, and the 15th. It's not some, yeah, motherfucker, you can go to an after party. It ain't that. No, we ain't doing that shit. You know, it's at some point, man, we as adults, man, we gotta quit being afraid of fucking society, man. Which is somehow telling us that we gotta be cool and on a level with they fucking kids, man. We supposed to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Not be if it means, hey, I'm a hard parent, but I'm not your friend. Like Denzel was telling him, I ain't got to love you. I give you everything I got, even your life. You know what I'm saying? If we got to do some fences shit, but this type of shit right here with a fucking 14-year-old, if you talk to a 14-year-old, you know that's a child, man.
Dude, why a good look? You showing up to a club with a 14-year-old.
Let me tell you something, man. The motherfucker, I always say you get motherfuckers when you hear somebody say some shit like, oh man, I see the error in my ways. Motherfucker, you was looking at the error of your ways. You was looking at the error of your ways in the eye when you was doing the bullshit. And I say that because he was looking at the error of his ways in the eye. He knew what he was doing was fucked up. That's allegedly what he was doing was fucked up. That's why when he went to that woman, he said, don't call the police. It's gonna fuck my career up.
Yeah.
Now you got 19 wives, motherfucker, but you went after some itty bitty titty.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Anybody with that many fucking wives has a fucking problem.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Who the fuck want to put up with that many?
A lot of bit.
Come on, man. I could never be a player in my life. I could never be a player because I couldn't put up with all the motherfucking personalities, man. It's just, it's sad, man. I would never defend that, never. And that's why I said, for all the good shit that Mr. White says, that shit fucked me up that he was saying. In that record, dude.
Yeah, him and his people was, they were going back and forth, standing on that bullshit. They were co-signing. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro, but
yeah.
Do you think he lost any subscribers?
Nah.
Who is this? Mr. White?
Yeah.
Or Brother Polight?
Either.
Probably not, because that recording, that didn't even seem like some shit. That's it. Like a phone call. It was somebody else that that on his shit. Somebody else put that up. If we had
he's talking about like Brother Polight, and you think he's this is pretty much this is it for him, or
no, but I'm just saying, like, shouldn't your subscribers or people that dig your content be a reflection of society?
Should.
So everybody agrees with. There are a lot of people that agree with this shit.
Yeah, it's probably about 50, it's probably about 70-30.
Let me say this. I think there's been, okay, I have a beautiful sister, beautiful black woman. It's my everything. Mr. Coppola has a lady at the house. But in the grand scheme of things, there's this rift between brothers and sisters. There is the side that says the brothers don't protect them. There's the side that says, hey man, we get falsely accused of things, our own women. We looking at Bill Cosby getting out of prison. We knew a lot of that shit was fraudulent. You got a lot of people that's trying to be careful with this, I think probably because Motherfucker jumped out the window on Cosby. But my thing is, you got the motherfucker's nut. You got 6 samples of jizz on that came from that situation. It ain't too much really to defend. If they say that shit is him, what they gonna say? Because I guess apparently Sha'Carri was, because you got motherfuckers trying to say the mother set him up, and somebody's like, how fucking unrealistic can you be? You would have to think that you would have had to use. She kept the condom. She gave the girl the condom. Turn the shit inside. You know what I mean? Just not be trying to be disgusting, but you got motherfuckers saying this kind of shit.
Jeez, she'd have to pick off 7 condoms.
That's crazy.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Oh, you nasty,
turn your kid into a damn petri dish. That's nasty.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know.
Hopefully, none of this shit happened. I hope none of this shit happened. But look, if it did, man, I hope that girl gets some help, because she's damaged for life.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
Either way, man. No matter how she's messed up, man.
Absolutely.
You know, her mother led her to the slaughter.
Jesus.
Absolutely, man. I mean,
like walk in my shoes. You know, what's good enough for me is good enough for my baby.
Yeah.
It's the same shit that happened with and I hate to go here, but it's the same shit that happened with Kales. And you find out that girl was what, Sparkle's niece.
Mm-hmm.
I say, yeah, the lamb to the slaughter to get peed on. Like, it's you know what, man? It's just there has to be some checks and balances, man. Like, you know, for all of these motherfuckers, listen, man. This the I don't like this up. Like this fuck or not. Hate this dude or this gentleman or not. I'm not gonna call because I'm wrong with him. The brother Tommy Sotomayor was supposed to do a debate with him because he had a whole beef with the fact that their thing is they like the black woman is God. They all say this shit. Tommy Harlem around all these dudes, right? And one of them stole on him. He was in a crowd of people. He didn't have anything to do with this, what I'm saying. Now, they stole on him. The crowd of people can't cussing him out. Women like, oh, you talk about black women like this. You talk about black women like that. That man got punched in his fucking face for words. But you got that community of motherfuckers trying to protect that dude. Trying to protect this motherfucker right here. And they saying that they got the jizz samples. It's something wrong with
man, that's what we do, man. It says that divide and conquer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just what it is for us. Like I said, like Tank asked the question about, do you think any of him or Mr. White are losing any followers or anything? Nah.
It's a sick world out here.
Because of that conversation, man. We've heard that conversation in our own, you know what I'm saying, in our own circles.
Mm-hmm.
Cats talking like that, but then we don't say too much about it. We just don't fuck with that dude. You know, we got a homeboy now that's doing time that got jammed up behind that. You know, messing around with these young girls.
Let me tell you something I always found awkward, especially when I became a man. I always said when you hear motherfuckers say, man, she gonna be beautiful when she become a woman, she get older. Nigga, what you looking like that for anyway? What are you growing her up? You grooming maturing her in her mind? Yeah, like what the fuck, man? You know, thing to say, you know, kind of a beautiful little girl. But when you man, she go beautiful girl. You look wrong eye, fucker. You looking with the wrong eyes, motherfucker. Cause that's some shit I ain't playing.
What if she's like
she's
got those real big bifocals and she's an unattractive child. And you're trying to, you know, help your friend's confidence. ugly little girl's gonna grow up to be a beautiful woman one day. Just stick with her. Don't give
that's
her up.
That's different. That's a little different. That's a little different, man. That's because
well that's different.
Right.
Trying to be
I see
cute.
where you going with that. Yeah, he's trying to be cute. He fucking with me. Just like what if those 5 men was on the same time? Like you know you fucking with me.
Man, but you don't know who Tank know. So yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah,
man, what I'm saying?
I feel for that young lady, man. I feel for that 14-year-old girl, man. I ain't never gonna sit there and be like a baby wanted that shit. I understand some young girls might be fast, but no, hell the fuck no, man. So that's my take on that shit.
We got a really, really sick environment. If this stuff was true, like if my daughter came home covered in semen, they would never find us. Like, dude, you would never find the body. Like, get the courts involved. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, right.
Breaking Bad ain't got shit on us.
Right. There ain't no call to police. There's no. We need to call the police as soon as possible. This is finna be on.
It's a wrap.
Call Arrow, goddammit.
Thank you,
Tell them
all
to bring
subscribers, but we are no longer.
No.
Sorry. Thank you. That's it. It's a wrap. We're done.
What happened to 3 PMD?
On cell block 8.
They're gonna get to this episode right here. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Hey man, there's a rumor that Tank and Jake Steed are hanging out down in down in the island somewhere.
Right.
Jake Steed.
Be like that scene from Heat. You all got enough money to last you for the rest of your life, but we can never be seen again.
That's it. That's it.
Oh man. They say, huh?
No, I don't know. It's a crazy world out here, though.
Definitely.
We hear this way too often. I mean, like the shit with R. Kelly and the just sleeping with somebody to get famous.
There you go.
Know, and you offering up your children and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
For a record deal.
Yeah.
A record deal.
Right.
I mean, that's the cost of fame. I'll be stuck with
you shocked when you up.
Right.
Hey, you guys is real quick, gentlemen. I can't. It says you guys' cameras were disabled because of the internet going
on. Your internet sucks.
So I got to refresh the shit.
No, you need to pay a bigger.
I can see.
Pay for more bandwidth. That's what you need.
Get off a dial up.
I can see Miss Coppola. Yeah,
it cuts out like that sometimes, but on the on the final cut, it's fine.
All good. Yeah, man. So what we got on the table, Jim?
Oh, the topic of the week.
Oh,
let's get it.
Hey, when you cut toxic family off, you know what? You guys want to flip a quarter for who goes first?
Nah, you can have it. You first.
No. My problems are not your problems.
Okay, well, you lead it off. Start it off. Jump it off,
man. Man, now I've done this, and I've probably done it prematurely to way too many family members.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back on it now, man, I we stopped talking over some dumb shit, real dumb shit. But I think if you got one of them uncles that touches your kids and shit, I mean, he'd definitely be cut off, but
Uncle Polight, go ahead.
Yeah, he'd be drowned somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think whenever a person starts to make you feel toxic, just start cutting back on them.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah. And you guys will branch off in different directions, man. And it ain't even got no beef. And it doesn't have to be any beef. You know what I mean? Just whenever you feel toxic around them, man, just start limiting yourself, your time with that person, man. And everything will work out, right? But that's all I got to say, man. You know, yeah, I'm not into cutting family members off anymore, man. That's just, you know,
but
if we don't agree, we just don't agree, man. We just ain't gonna run in the same circles anymore.
That's fine. But when the phone rings and you see that number and you see who it is, and all of a sudden your whole mood just changed.
That's part of limiting my time. If I gotta hit ignore on a motherfucker, man, I mean that's limiting our time.
Okay.
You know, and you know, I'll get back at you when I don't feel angry when we talk. You know what I mean? But and like, you're not gonna ruin my day. You know, like I can't let you ruin my day, man, because there's only so much fucking time. You're gonna walk around pissed off because you picked up the phone. Man, there's choices in life, man. Sometimes you make the wrong ones when answering the fucking phone. You know,
answering the phone, answering the door, all that stuff. Like you said, man, but you can't outrun. You know, you could pick your friends, you could pick your nose, but you can't pick your damn family.
You can pick. You get what you get with them motherfuckers.
Facts.
They'll figure it out. If they need something from you and you don't answer the phone, they'll figure it out. They'll call somebody else. Yeah, you know, because there are other people.
Some people just feel because we're family, it's your obligation to take on their bullshit because you're family.
And I'm teaching people to be resourceful, you know, with their contacts, because sometimes I'm not gonna fuck with you. You know, and stop being so fucking toxic.
Yeah. But how does that conversation go? Like
sometimes it doesn't.
Because you can't shame the shameless.
Yeah. So I mean, nobody's gonna change at our age. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna have that aha moment. It's just gonna be, you know, you're fucked up until, you know, we're not gonna agree on a lot of shit if you have no growth. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But certain people just want to be around you, even though you have nothing in common.
Oh,
I mean, absolutely nothing. I mean, it's like if we wasn't related to you.
There are people out there that don't talk to their siblings like after 18, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and a guy. Go ahead.
There's legitimate beef. You know what I mean? But you cannot talk to your fucking sibling in 20-something years without nothing going on. Like, right. I got cousins that I just don't. We've never fallen out. You know, but we have not talked in like 10 years, and there's no beef. It's just we ain't on the same shit no more.
Right. You know, I don't get like, oh, I'm coming to Vegas. Okay, we didn't hang out in Ohio. Why am I getting a heads up when you in Vegas? And again, how'd you get my number?
Black Ops.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, dude, if we didn't hang out then, we're not going to hang out now. You know, it's no disrespect. I'm just saying it's just not there. Yeah. You know, everybody we move different.
Hey man, you know, just tell them you're busy. And if it's you being busy on your couch by your goddamn self, then that's being busy. Like, you're taking time out for yourself, man. I really don't have time to deal with that toxic shit. You know, I'll hit you up when I feel like hitting you up. You hit me up when you felt like hitting me up. So,
indeed,
you know, like, it can go both ways. And when it's going my way, I'll do that. But for right now, until, you know, the end of fucking time as I see it right now, we not fucking with each other no more. You know what I mean? Like, we're just not gonna. We've done this, you know, and we're not gonna run in the same circles. Not unless I go back to doing ridiculous dumb shit. Right. And I'm not. You know, I'm not going back to that dumb shit. I'll do some new dumb shit, but we're not.
But not that shit. Yeah.
We're not going backwards.
Real quick, gentlemen. Real quick.
What's up?
Because I'm going to give my 2 cents real quick. I got to say, big motherfucking shout out to Kalani Spiller, one of the best motherfucking comedians, hands down. She's watching. I'm super surprised. I just jumped in there to see who was on there. We come up through the Texas scene. She actually did some work with Kevin Hart. She was out there. Motherfucker's hilarious. We gotta get her on. Fucking hilarious. So If I can talk to her and she get on, she do skits, all of that shit. Hilarious.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out Kalina. I see you in there, baby. Don't do the damn thing. Okay.
Hey, tell her download the app, man. We'll send her a link. She got it.
Okay. Oh, for sure. We're gonna do that. That's the Cuddy.
We'll need her for body count part 2.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh. So that's Kalani, you listening to Cuddy and Mr. Coppola. This is family. This is Youngstown Zone, 3 PMD. So listen, this is what I think. I think it depends on the level of toxicity. I'm known to fuck off. And listen, you dead. Check this shit out, man. Look, I love my moms. Love my moms of life, man. And I grew up in a very fucking, not to put all out there, but the toxicity was on 2010. Okay. And a lot of it, my mom was kind of the black sheep, but she was the black sheep in a good way. Went to school, college educated, very protective of her children. She did right with her life. But in that, she found herself things being delayed, and she found herself pretty much taking care of her family. And there was absolutely no appreciation. It was insults, it was hurt. And I had to grow up shit. Like I grew up shit. And some people went to their graves that way. There were people who I got an uncle, and I'm trying my best not to shit on him because I cut him the fuck off. But he thought my grandparents were whatever. And he thought that a lot of the shit that I heard him say, a lot of shit that was reported to me, he thought that shit was just null and void. And I'm like, motherfucker, I hope you don't think you're going to occupy any space in my mother's house. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I got pretty fucking cold. But these things hurt me, man. It's not as simple as loaning a motherfucker a couple $, and he ain't give it back. You learn, man, family can be than any motherfucker in the street. And I learned that. I learned that the hard way. My mother learned it. My mother went through some shit. You know, you gentlemen know my mother. You know what I'm saying? And my mother has some quirks, and it's the reason why. My mother has been through a lot of fucking heartache, a lot of pain, you know, from the outside. There was a lot of toxicity coming from within that hurt her. And I grew up seeing this shit. And when I got to the point as a man, I'm like, I ain't got with none of you. I remember coming home from the military. Motherfuckers calling at 2 a.m. Hey, let me speak to John. Nah, my mom is asleep. Well, I need this. Nah, she's asleep. I'll come get you. Got to the point where it was like, I'm not coming to do shit. Then it got to the point where I'm like, well, did she get? No, she ain't got no money. I'll give it to you. Then it got to the point where I ain't giving you no motherfucking thing. You know,
stop calling. Yeah, stop calling. Don't bring your ass around here.
Right. Let me tell you something. They say blood is thicker than water, but you know what?
Water.
It don't stop that. Right, and don't stop that shit from being poisoned. It don't stop that shit from being septic. Okay. Fuck some of these motherfuckers. That might sound. Fuck these motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. I had a family member. Let me tell you something. Met this family member for the first time. You probably know the motherfucker because we all from the Yo. One of the coolest motherfuckers I ever met in my life. Another family member introduced me to him. This back when I drank Reunion. That's some of the cheapest goddamn wine. We was fucked up. And when we left there, the dude decided to tell me, hey man, look, man, can I tell you a secret? I'm like, okay, what's up? I fucked his wife. I'm like, really, motherfucker? You him? And then that's what you thought of me to put that, give me that knowledge. So now every time I see this motherfucker, I got to know that you that type of dirty bastard. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. I always say, don't put your name on nobody that won't put their name on you. Don't lend anybody or help anybody that if they had it, have the same wherewithal to give it to you. And God, just because of my family, don't mean you got to put up with their bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? The is to take it. You can watch the curtain lottery and see motherfuckers, own brothers and sisters who they grew up with, try to kill them over a couple dollars. Fuck them motherfuckers, man. You be good to who's you. Y'all two of my brothers. Y'all two of my brothers.
You find your circle getting real small. You know,
right?
Your inside circle and your family circle getting real
you know
small.
What? And you know what? Sometimes that shit is for the best because you don't need everybody's goddamn stress. It's one thing to go through your own shit and be depressed, but then when your family dropping the bullshit off at your door, when your family coming up there saying, "Hey man, I got this problem going, can you loan me a couple bucks?" And then when you when you say, "Hey man, I need my couple of dollars," like I'm in a situation, they invite you to the dick. Like this is shit that I watch happen to my mom. Like that. Listen, let me say this: Tank is my. Eddie, let me say something. You one of the best men I know, and I'm not just saying that because you're one of the greatest men I know, and I consider both of y'all brothers because you guys were there for me when I was fighting for my life. You came through. One other person, Big Tiff. We fell out, but whatever the fuck it is, I still love her because she showed up for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking family. Family. Mr. We don't share, but you're fucking family. You put me on timeout. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Listen. Real guy. Earned it.
You got cut off.
Tell you something. Hey, I always say this. I got some. Let me give you spit. This my mother taught me. Kwame got mama's cooking. We got mother's spit. Let me tell you what mama spit was. You earn what you get, good and bad. So you can ask Cuddy. Even when I was on that timeout, what did I say? I said, anything that man ever need, if I got it, you come to me. Even if you never fucking talk to me again. I passed that message on for years. And I waited patiently. Anything that the LOH need, and I say it now, you got it. But when I was on punishment, I knew I. hey, nigga, you get a clear mind when you in that corner. You get a clear mind when you in that corner. You ain't fucking with the Jameson. You dig?
My brother
you get a clear mind.
My brother, you was wilding for a little bit, man.
Sir.
I had to dry you out a little bit, man. That's all, man.
Sir.
It was just you was going way too left. I was just like, man, he gonna be all right. Just need some time, because I always ask Tank, we'll talk, and I'll be like, man, how brother White doing? Hey man, he cool. he looking good. He doing good, man. He straight, man. He good. He good. You know.
Hey, look, this motherfuckers, I ain't believe I had quit drinking. That's how fucked up I was to tell you all about it, to tell our listeners. But what I'm saying is, man, the things that I do, the things that I do for my brother right here, and it's a handful of others. It's the Assassin's Guild. But the things I do for you, it's motherfuckers. It's motherfuckers that I found out we was related. Motherfucker, I wouldn't spit on you if you was on fire, because these motherfuckers that rotten. You goddamn right you can cuss them. Now it is that you do get that few people where it's like, man, I'm busy, but you just laying in the bed watching Netflix.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. My wife's people, that's a healthy family. Some of the best motherfucking people you ever meet. But goddamn it, let me tell you something. If you listen, your peace of mind is more important than anything.
Thank you. Dude, I just got a problem with them damn space invaders.
There you
go.
You
know what
man.
I mean? It's like,
there
dude,
you go.
Just I like to keep to myself. I like my space. You know what I mean? I deal with you on my terms.
Let me tell you something.
Just don't invade my space.
They need the peace of mind a motherfucking crypto coin.
Yeah.
They need to make a peace of mind a motherfucking crypto coin and put that shit on Binance. Because I guarantee you it would be priceless.
Indeed.
Peace of mind coin would be
mine.
Man, look, so it ain't nothing wrong with cutting these motherfuckers off. Just because, listen, man. Listen. I'm just shit. There you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When I was on time out. That shit was going on for years, man. Had to cut a motherfucker off in a heartbeat. hey, what I tell you when we first started this podcast, like, hey man, we need to be on time. Right. I don't want Ed to stop talking to me.
Right. Right. And fuck around. We got time for the podcast.
I got a jam. That's the gig call. I'm on call, so I got a jam. So I'll go ahead and close this out for me.
Yeah, we'll have a part 2 with you, brother.
All right.
All right. Hey, have a good night, brother. Peace. Yeah, man. We can finish it for a few more minutes, man. But yeah,
it's cut somebody off
in a heartbeat.
I can't wait to hear what the hell he say. He king of cutoff, man.
Yeah. That's why I'm shocked. That's why I'm shocked he didn't. He was being nice with the question. I came back year after year. We cool? Nope. All right.
We only had like 15 minutes left. Like, you right. Gotta have enough time.
we gonna forever. Listen. Listen. Next week we gonna do the body count too, and we might have to do when to cut family off too, just so because he don't fuck around. Remember, I used to be like, "Hey man, is he cool?" Nah, this ain't the right time. I heard that shit. I was writing this dude the same letter that what's his name was writing the Pony Boy, man. Oh, say gold like green, Mr. Coppola. Shit. Like the fucking outsiders. until Mr. Coppola said that he need anything, he still got it. Stay gold like green. Stay gold. Steve in the background singing shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, Ed be like, man, yeah, he check in on you like, hey man, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I had to tell him everything because I knew he wasn't gonna call.
That motherfucker started drinking again.
That was always a question. Like, he's still good. Like, yeah, man, he's still good.
I think the only reason this motherfucking podcast got started is because he want to look at the eyes. Is he trying to see if he drunk this week?
Oh no.
Probiotic soda. He should have been drinking that back in 2006. Hey man. So hey, I'm just happy that I wasn't cut off, man. Permanently.
Yeah. Man, come on, man. There's too much love out there. Ed just had to follow his own rules for a second. It's like, yeah, we'll put him in timeout. But there's no, it's not 6 months. It's not a year.
Yeah.
It's life with parole. It's life with the possibility of parole. Cut a motherfucker off.
Right. You gotta quit drinking. You gotta go to AA.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you got a checklist for redemption. Man, you understand? Like, people out there in the world, man, do not understand when we used to call this cat Black Ops costume, man. He would disappear on your ass if
right.
He wasn't fucking with you. Like, the motherfucker had a way of just like, nobody knew what happened to Ed. If Ed stopped fucking with you, you don't know what happened to Ed. Nobody knew what happened to Ed.
Let me tell you why I was Black Ops. Because the night where I flipped the fuck out, I was so drunk the next day I couldn't remember nothing. I just never saw Ed again till we did the podcast. I saw him once away. That
shit was like 10 years.
Right. Think about it.
That shit was like 10 years. Hold on, that was 2014 when we went to Vegas. Because remember, I came home from Iraq.
Right.
And we was going out west.
Right.
Oh God, yeah. So, and then that blackout thing, that was 2000. When'd you come home? When'd you come home from Walter Reed?
I came home. I got out the Army. I was home in 2006.
Okay.
I got home from Walter Reed. Let's just go with when I got out the Army, because I think I came home Christmas of 2004, and I went to Fort Carson in 2005, and I was out the military the next year.
Okay. All right.
So it might have been, I think, 2005, 2007, 2006.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man. You looking at 8 years. 8 years. You made parole in 8 years, bro.
He made me do hard time up in with that.
No. You got a visitation. You got a visitation in 8 years.
No, that was a parole hearing, motherfucker.
Ed didn't fuck with you for 15 years, man. 15 years, they didn't fuck with you.
Hey, you got
one fucking visit, and then stop fucking with you.
He stopped fucking with me. Listen, I'm glad I can laugh about this shit. You don't know how people, man. Like I would when I would go visit people, right? They wives, motherfucker. You realize you was calling me at 4 a.m, drunk motherfucker, waking us up, and then you get off the phone 30 minutes later after you woke everybody up. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Imagine being drunk and not remember the fuck you did.
Hey, you know what? We need to have one of these just for your ass. For all them motherfucking family members you called, all the people that loved you, you called. Fucked up in the morning. Where it was too early to go back to too early to be up, but it was too late to go back to bed. And so you were just fucked your morning all up. But just talking to you made you feel good.
Right.
Like you're still a little bit mad at you, like, man, I'm glad I talked to Al, but man, fuck that motherfucker. Who the fuck calls at this time in the morning? Man, but it was good. Man, I just love what I'm hearing from the brother. You know what I mean? Like
he got a good heart, but damn, he inebriated.
hey, man, but you know what, man? I'm sure there's a million motherfuckers out there that cut you off after that shit.
After what?
You had a block. I'm sure your number got blocked.
Yeah.
So many
people. Yeah.
Calling at 3 o'clock in the morning and talking for 2 hours.
Beatdown put me on timeout too, didn't he?
No.
No, I beat that.
No, he ain't never had no beef with you, man.
Oh man, that's my brother, man. That's my brother.
Yeah.
Shout out to Beatdown Brown once again, man. Shout out Kalani Spiller. Shout out to the 141, man. Shout out to our 141 subscribers, man. We loving what we do. It don't matter if we got 141 or one, motherfucker. We just having a good time, and we love y'all, man.
Yeah. We will be on blockchain networks coming soon. So we're probably going to post this up to Theta. So we'll have a Theta channel. And there was another one I was looking at, but yeah, we're going to change mediums. So, all right. So check this out. When it comes to the blockchains, they're like YouTube version, but just on blockchain. You get paid to watch TV. So just think of turning on YouTube, and then next thing you know, you're collecting cryptocurrency. Insane. It's changing the way we view television. Yeah. Everything's going blockchain, man. Huge. So not only do you get paid by creating content, you also get paid for viewing content.
Absolutely.
Theta TV. Yeah. And we're gonna have a crypto giveaway.
You giving away some of your crypto?
Giving away some of my crypto, man.
I ain't giving away shit.
I'll give away some of my crypto.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a giveaway.
You giving away some Ethereum?
Hell no.
Let me see what you...
I'm sorry that came out so quick. No, sir, I'm not giving away an Ethereum. I will look through and find a cryptocurrency to
some Shiba Inu. Some Shiba Inu.
No. Actually, I was thinking about giving away FEG. Feed Every Gorilla FEG exchange. Yeah. The token is going to be the bomb. More people need to learn about it. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Yes, FEG, FEG.
Yeah, we saying FEG people, so don't try and get us canceled. We talking about crypto.
The token is it means feed every gorilla. So their token has some beautiful tokenomics to it, and then part of that goes to a charity to feed gorillas. Bananas get expensive, I guess. But they have a dope exchange, extremely dope, and as soon as it comes online, to the moon.
Yes, sir. Well,
yeah,
man, it's about that time, brother.
It's about that time. Yes, sir. I'm gonna hit you up, man.
All right, man. It's been real. 5 boroughs, Brooklyn, stand up. They like, you don't know the niggas. Youngstown, stand up. Peace.